everyone. Welcome to This Day. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. It is Wednesday, November 20th. We are midway through this week already. Michael will be back with you tomorrow. We have a packed show for you today, but first of all, we want to let's introduce who we're going to have on the show today. I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm so excited. We've got Caring Senior Service with Dean White, and he's going to tell us all about benefits from Veterans Affairs. So stay tuned for that in case you missed him on the last episode. And then later on the show, we're going to be talking with Pacific Financial Planners. But now I want to keep you informed because we've got some Thanksgiving holiday hours and updates available to you regarding transportation, trash and bulky item pickup, and contractor hours Thursday, November 28th and Friday, November 29th, because those are observed VMS holidays. So to find out more information about the updates and the hours, please visit lagunawoodsvillage.com/news for more information. Let's take a look at our local weather. Wednesday today is going to be a high of 71, low of 46. Tomorrow's going to be the warmest day out of the 5, jumping up to about 74 degrees, 74, 75, depending on where you look. Clouds are going to be coming in and then clearing out again on Friday for a high of 69 and sunny. And then, folks, we are looking at slight chance of showers on Saturday and Sunday for the weekend. So not very good timing for that, but we'll take what we can get because we need the water. Next up is our sunrise sunset segment. Sunrise this morning was at 6:27 a.m. Sunset will be at 4:45. I am told that this pilgrim boat in the Dana Point Harbor is no longer with us, so I'm glad I took this photo. It's about 5 years old. So if you'd like to send us your pictures, please do so. Please send those to Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken, and in a horizontal format, please, so we can display those on our sunrise sunset segments. Next up, we have a meeting to tell you about, and then after the break, Dean White with Caring Senior Service. So stay tuned.
Attention Laguna Woods homeowners. Upgrade your bathroom with luxury bath designs of Orange County and enjoy up to $4,000 off or 20% savings, whichever is greater. We bring everything right to your door: fixtures, faucets, flooring, walls, and more. No hassle, no stress. Our expert team will design a space that's beautiful, comfortable, and safe. Call now or visit luxurybathdesigns.com to schedule your consultation. Luxury, comfort, and peace of mind, just one call away.
Celebrating 65. Exciting until you wonder, should I apply for Medicare? If so, how? But I'm still working. What is Medicare Part A, Part B, C, D? Are there penalties involved? We make it easier for you. We discuss the pros, cons, and myths. Call 1-888-225-6468. We help you understand, enroll, and use your benefits so you can go back to doing the things you love.
Your smile is key to your overall health. Put it into good hands with Loberg Dental. We are restorative dentistry experts specializing in fillings, crowns, dental implants, root canals, and more. Come experience our exceptional care for yourself with a special offer for new patients. Your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. Let us give you something to smile about. Visit drloberg.com today to make an appointment and get your free exam and x-rays.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We cook, we clean, we listen, we help, we care. And that's why we create customized care plans to enable every senior to maintain their independence. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
If you served this country, did you know that you may be eligible for VA benefits? Today we're going to break down the different departments handling the VA benefits for our veterans. We welcome Dean White with Caring Senior Service to tell us more. Dean, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bree. It's good to see you again.
Welcome back to the show. You were with us about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And tell us how that went for you.
Yeah, so one, I really feel like there's a lot of people in the village that, or just all through Laguna Woods, I should say, really, that are vets or were married to a vet that have benefits. And we don't even know that they exist. I was talking to somebody in the lobby that said he didn't realize that he had all these benefits for his dad. And then he was able to get called the VA and got over $2,000 worth of benefits a month for in-home care.
That's wonderful.
And so last time when I came, it was great. I had some different phone calls of people that called me and just wanted to see if they got approved, or if they would be able to get some VA benefits as well. So I'm glad we're doing this segment again.
Yes, wonderful. So for those who may have missed that first episode, let's give a recap and a refresh for those who either missed it or would like to learn more information again. So can you just give us an overview of the two departments that manage these VA benefits?
Yeah, so we're really talking about in-home care, providing a caregiver that's going to come inside the house and it's going to have some peace of mind for the kids, making sure that mom and dad are fed. Maybe mom or dad just need help with medical reminders, maybe it is medicine reminders, maybe it is simply house cleaning and some other daily things like eating. So with that, is there anybody that can come inside and help and have an in-home care person? And VA can provide for that. There's two different sides. There is the federal side and there's the state side. And the state side is the easiest one to understand. That's when you go to your doctor and the doctor simply prescribes respite care, which is really for the family. Caregiver comes in so the family has some time to themselves. Or home health aid, which is caregiver comes in and is approved to do things for the caregiver, for the client, kind of like make meals, help with transportation, again, light house cleaning, etc. So that is when a doctor prescribes. So the state side, you need to go to a VA doctor, and the doctor will write a prescription for this. Just like all prescriptions, they have to be renewed. So after 30 days, they need to be renewed again. And then it continues like that. But it starts with the VA doctor. Now the other side, what a lot of people don't understand, is that there's a federal side as well. And the federal side is once you're approved for always. It is not renewed, it just goes on and on and on. This is one that starts through the VA, and it's getting very hard to navigate on your own. So if you call a company like mine, there's only a few companies in this area that are already approved with the VA. If you call Caring Senior Service, we're already approved. We will get you in contact, we'll actually have the VA call you, and then they have to take you through some questions to see if you're approved. Some of those questions are if you served during a wartime, and if you had boots on the ground in a foreign country. And the last one is that your net worth, it doesn't count your house and it doesn't count your car. But besides those two things, the house and the car, if your net worth is less than $155,000, then there's a good chance that you'll be approved. Now, this is the nice thing, is that you can get approved as a vet, but this is the big one, if you are also a spouse of a vet. And so there is, a lot of people don't realize, like on the state side, if you're a spouse of a vet, there's no benefits. But on the federal side, you get a benefit that can be up to $1,500 just if you're just a spouse.
So in a widowed situation, is that applicable?
100% applicable. Previous husband, applicable. So there's just some questions that they need to ask. You need to provide them some statements, but what I do is just like this past month, Jean Bender saw ThisDay and watched, she's in Laguna Woods, and she called and she said, my husband was a vet, And it's beautiful because he served our country. We should be able to come alongside and help him and his family. And so Jean called. She loves ThisDay. She's been watching it. And I went to her house. I talked with her and her son. And she is getting approved for caregiving hours, which is, she's already had a caregiver. Now we're going to be able to just provide more caregiving hours for her.
That's wonderful. And that's
Yes.
why we do what we do, right? We bring awareness to these opportunities that our viewers may not have otherwise even known that was available to them.
It's a huge benefit, and especially, you know, people have served our country, and it makes me so proud that I live in a country that I have my freedoms. I want to make sure I can give back to the vets.
Absolutely.
And give back to the vets, you know, spouses. So if
They've
you are
sacrificed so much for us.
exactly.
We appreciate it so much.
So if they were a vet, or if you were, you know, married to a vet, and you're looking to see if there's any benefits for you, please call my number. I would love to sit down with you and just go through some preliminary questions just to get you approved.
Yeah. So how do veterans apply for the aid? Is it all, can you assist and take care of all of that through state and federal?
Yeah, so through the state, we would work with their family on getting them an appointment with the VA if they don't already have a VA doctor. And then on the federal side, I take their information, I pass it forward to the VA, and I have the VA call them. If they go through the front door of the VA, they get passed from one phone number to the next phone number. And you've had this. I had this just yesterday. I was trying to call one person. Oh, I got to get transferred to another person, and it's just a headache.
Well, and a lot of times, you know, trying to navigate that maze alone, most people, I would assume, just probably give up because it's just so complicated.
Can be very complicated. And so by them calling me, I can then have the VA call them. And then they'll tell them, they'll do one phone call is just to see if you're, you know, preliminary approved.
Right.
The second one is they're going to need to have some documentation like a Social Security statement. And then those things get sent to the VA, they get approved, and then they get approved for a set amount of hours. Now again, I'd love to just to recap what we provide.
Yes, please do.
And so a caregiver comes into the house, and they can do anything from transportation, they can help, you know, prepare meals. We have some caregivers that are there throughout the night, just because some people have some nervousness during the night, or they need to get up multiple times during the night. And so by having somebody there, they can help them get them up and have to use the restroom. We help with bathing, we help with laundry. A big one is just making sure the medicines are organized and that they're taken on a daily basis.
Right.
And I really think that over everything, we give a lot of peace of mind to the family. We have a client that just started with us last night, and they were unsure on, you know, what hours that they will help mom and what hours do a caregiver come in. And our caregiver came directly in, sat with mom, and instantly started to assess what her needs were. And you could see the family's anxiety just completely
They could breathe
go down.
again. Yes.
Yeah, and then they can really enjoy time with mom.
Absolutely.
Because the caregiver took care of everything that was behind the scenes.
Oh my goodness, that sounds wonderful. Thank you so much, Dean, for coming back and sharing those thoughts with us again, and the ability to contact you. And let's give the phone number real quick, 949-712-9265. And then if they want some more information, they can go to va.gov, correct?
That's right. va.gov does have a lot of great information. We're happy to help navigate all that with them. Okay. And of course, Caring Senior Service, we want every senior to be healthy, happy, and at home.
I love it. Okay, and you'll hold their hand going through the process.
100%.
Thank you for joining us. Coming up next, we have Pacific Financial Planners, so stay tuned.
Two of the greatest bands of all time face off in a high-energy, adrenaline-pumping musical showdown as the Boomers Club brings the Beatles vs. Stones to the Laguna Woods Village Performing Arts Centre on Friday, February 28, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. The British invasion brought us the two most popular bands of all time. These two legendary bands engage in an onstage mashup duel featuring internationally renowned tribute bands Abbey Road and Jumping Jack Flash. Tickets available at the Pack Box office.
For over 20 years, Orange County has taken its unwanted gold, jewelry, timepieces, sterling silver, and coins to the Jewelry Box estate buyers and always received top dollar. We are a full-service repair center, too, where you can rest assured our on-premises master jeweler will repair any jewelry in our state-of-the-art facility. Come see why for over 2 decades, Orange County has relied on the Jewelry Box estate buyers.
At the Jewelry Box estate buyers,
it's about trust.
Visit us online at jewelryboxestatebuyers.com.
At Pro Smiles OC, we believe your smile is more than just an expression, it's your confidence. Dr. Ivan Ho, board-certified cosmetic dentist in Orange County, has transformed thousands of smiles here in Laguna Woods. From dental implants to Invisalign and cosmetic dentistry, our team at Pro Smiles OC is devoted to restoring and enhancing the beauty of your smile using state-of-the-art procedures that result in long-lasting smiles. Visit our website to schedule an appointment or give us a call today.
Seniors fear running out of money more than death itself, and the #1 mistake you can make is underestimating volatility, which can derail your retirement. For 35 years now, I've coached seniors to financial independence by using 2 simple rules: never take big losses and create income along the way. It's your financial future. Call now to get a free risk analysis to ensure your investments are protected, and we'll send you our Safer Money System, 949-219-0692.
Folks, you have about 6 weeks to make sound financial decisions before the IRS takes taxes from everyone, or more than they should, if your tax strategy planning is in place. Here to talk about that, we welcome Jerry Sluszewicz.
Perfect.
Better. With Pacific Financial Planners. Jerry, welcome to the show. You have a lot of important information to talk about and to share with us today.
Yes, it is important, Bree, but thanks for having me.
Yes, so here we are approaching almost the end of the year again. How quickly that came. Yeah. So folks really only have 6 weeks for tax planning. Why is this such a large subject at this time of the year versus, say, April of next year when taxes are due?
Yeah, great, Bree, because everyone thinks of your taxes, oh, I got to get it done by April 15th.
Right.
But the deadline is midnight on December 31st. The decisions you make today make a difference of what happens in April. See, there's a difference between someone who does tax planning, a good financial planner like myself, and someone like your CPA who does tax reporting.
Right.
They're recording history. They're saying what happened between January 1st and December 31st, and then they're trying to prepare it in such a way to present it to the IRS in the most tax advantage way. But it's the decisions you planned for and made between now and December 31st. So you're right, this next 6 weeks is critical to make some tax savings. And it's like, hey, look, everyone has to pay taxes, but you want to pay your fair share and not a penny more.
Right, yep. I, for one, got caught up in that with an LLC that should have been an S Corp, and I probably paid, well, we're just going to say a lot more than I should have.
Yeah,
had I had that information. So it is very valuable, very pertinent, very important. So many people think that housing and healthcare are their biggest expenses. But what they're not realizing is it's actually taxes.
Yeah, some people in healthcare, poor health later in life, it could kind of equal it or maybe even surpass it a little bit, but with Medicare and all those types of things, generally it doesn't. You're sharing your income, your wealth, your Social Security, you're sharing it with your uncle, Uncle Sam, the IRS. And taxes for most seniors is the biggest line item year after year after year. And so people are, now with inflation and all the things that have happened over the last few years, they're, deciding, vacations and trips and travel and groceries. What should I buy? What should I not buy? Buy the new car or not?
Right.
And they're not spending the time necessary to look at their taxes and say, what can I do on my tax return between now and December 31st or for next year, for 2025 or beyond, that is going to put more money in my pocket and less in Uncle Sam's pocket legally. And there's so many different things you can do.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So you mentioned that there's 3 kinds of tax structures for investment income.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go over those 3 structures for us?
Sure. The main thing, Bree, is the word income, is that most seniors, when you retire and you give up your job, you're getting your income from Social Security, maybe a pension if you're lucky enough to have one, and then you're taking income from your investments. And those things are taxed. So there's things that are taxed always, like your bank account, your CDs, your treasury bills. Every year that's in your name, you have to pay taxes. There are things that are tax deferred. People who have an IRA or a 401k, that money grows tax deferred, which means it's taxed later. And that's a really critical thing, is when is later. A lot of people think, well, I wait till they force me to take it out. Sometimes that's an okay strategy, but sometimes there's a better strategy to start taking it early because they're tax deferred. And then there are some things that are taxed never or never taxed. And so people talk about diversification in their portfolio. A lot of financial advisors spend time talking about that. But they don't talk about tax diversification, because you should have some money that's never taxed and some that's tax deferred and some that's taxed always. And then where you draw from is one of the biggest decisions of how long your money's going to last. Should you draw from the tax never, from the tax deferred, or the taxable now? And it's different depending on your situation. There's not a one hat fits all for every person. So that's why it's an individual plan, and people do it wrong all the time. And that's really one of the most critical decisions, is where to draw your money from.
It's critical, but it's complicated. So that's why people need somebody like you to help them navigate exactly where they should be allocating, extracting.
Well, you're right, but a lot of people don't know that.
They don't know.
See, it's the old you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
Look, I've been in this community for over 30 years helping seniors go through this. So I've seen this motion picture many times, from pre-retirement to passing, death and passing the money to your heirs. And a lot of people think, okay, I'm just going to save a bunch of money, put it in my retirement account, and draw Social Security when I'm eligible, and that's it. Or which stock should I buy, or which mutual fund should I buy? No, there's so much more to it. And that's why this decision is really critical, is because it is the biggest line item. You spend more money giving to the IRS than you do spending it on your vacations.
So what are some of the things that viewers can do between now and December 31st?
Well, like one thing is, if you're at the age for the required minimum distribution, so if you're 73 this year or older, you must take money out of your tax deferred, either 401k, 403b, or IRA, because the IRS forces you to start taking distributions out. So one of the things, if you're charitably inclined, let's say you give money to your church, synagogue, or whatever it is, weekly or however you do it, rather than doing that weekly or monthly, have it come out of your required minimum distribution. Rather than you taking it as income, you can gift that money in lieu of a whole year's worth of gifting. Or if you give money to your university, or it has to be a 501c3, that's a better way of gifting once you're 73. There's other things you could do in terms of deductions as well. If you're in a higher tax bracket this year, you can prepay, like for example, your property taxes that are due next April. You can pay them now and get the deduction this year. So there's a high number of things that you can do. There's just a couple that I'll mention, right now.
Would that offset the benefits for next year's property tax, though?
Well, yeah, but then the next year you put 2 years out again, you know what I mean? And if you keep doing that, then one of those years you pass and you get it. But the idea, should you convert money to a Roth IRA? I mean, that's another one. This is the year end. A lot of people think, well, I've got, $1 million in my 401k. I'm not going to pay taxes on that and convert that to a Roth. You don't have to do all of it. You just maybe even 25,000 or 50,000, and not to put you in a higher tax bracket. So again, it's a really individual decision, but a lot of people are missing out on some of the benefits that they can do by creating tax-free money later with a Roth IRA.
Yeah, but how would you convert your IRA to a Roth IRA, and why?
Well, because you want to have the money grow tax-free. A Roth, the money grows tax-free forever. So you convert it now. The best for most people that would consider something like that would be they retired, so let's say 60 plus, but they're not 73. They're not on the forced RMD. So a lot of people don't, well, I don't want to touch the IRA and pull money out now. Now, again, with the election results, the Tax and Job Act that was set to expire at the end of next year probably won't. They'll probably get something passed next year to extend it. But it's a very good decision for some people to reduce the amount of forced distribution, forced tax that they have to take once they're 73 by making some decisions today to, without putting themselves in a higher tax bracket, to take some of that money off and convert it to tax-free income this year in the next 6 weeks.
Very important information, Jerry. Thank you for sharing that. You've got the Financial Forum Club coming up, year-end tax planning strategies. Clubhouse 7?
It's the last meeting of the year. It's an important meeting. If you haven't been there before, show up. You don't have to sign in or talk. You can participate. You can ask questions. There's coffee and cookies. And,
coffee and cookies.
It's a fun group. We spend an hour talking about it, and the room educates themselves.
Right. All right, Jerry, thank you again for all of that valuable information. We appreciate you coming on, and come back again soon.
Well, thanks for having me.
Okay, stay tuned.
Hi, welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
Go beyond better hearing with artificial intelligence. At Advanced Ear Care, we've taken regular hearing care to a new level with artificial intelligence performance. This provides smarter, clearer balance of sound. Artificial intelligence identifies background noises and reduces them so you can hear the soft-spoken speech clearly. Don't be afraid of this technology. It works automatically. Put them on and hear better all day in all situations. Hear the conversations clearly with family, friends, and caregivers. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Tickets are on sale now for Feeling Good, a tribute to Michael Bublé and a very Bublé Christmas, performed by Anthony Bernasconi with 4 backup singers and a 14-piece band, live on December 7th at the Performing Arts Center at 7:30 p.m., presented by the California Club. Tickets can be purchased at the PAC box office or at www.californiaclublwv.com. Questions? Call the PAC at 949-597-4289.
All right, folks, Michael is back with you tomorrow, and he's got an update with United with Marie Collins and Mickey Choi Ho. So come back again tomorrow, tripping up on my words again, and see Michael. And from all of us here at ThisDay, we hope you make yours a beautiful one. Thanks for joining us.